Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's, oh my gosh. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves. It is really difficult to say Lulu first thing in the morning. But anyways, today's video is going to be me telling you guys some plants that I really feel I need before the end of this year. So I didn't want to make this like another wish list video because these are more plants that I know will be accessible to me and I really just need to bite the bullet and grab when I see them. And I feel like the wish list is more so suited towards plants that I probably won't get. Maybe I will if I put it out into the universe. So I thought that just a plants I want before the end of the year video was more suiting for these specific plants. If this does sound like something that you're interested in, definitely continue watching. If you can watch all the way through, it helps me out so much. Also, if you're not already subscribed, definitely click that button down below so that you don't miss out on any future content. If you do enjoy today's video, also if you could give it a thumbs up, that would be super helpful. And I have YouTube memberships so that you guys can gain access to some extra content if you would like. But yeah, that is going to be it for the blabbing and I will get straight into today's video. So the first plant, or the first few plants to be honest, that I want to talk about today are going to be Syngoniums. For some reason this year Syngoniums are just blowing up and I thought that I would hop right on that train because they are super beautiful and I'm learning about a ton of new varieties of Syngoniums that are really making me drawn to them. So the first one that I really want is the Syngonium Frosted Heart. This is very similar to the Syngonium Chiapense. It might actually be like a splashy version of it, I just don't really know. But this plant has the coolest silvery but like smoky looking leaves. They are fantastic. And yeah, they have really beautiful heart-shaped leaves as well, which you guys know. I am a sucker for heart-shaped leaves. And these are very much so heart-shaped, like probably the most heart-shaped leaves you can find. I also am a little bit intrigued by the fact that they don't look very much like Syngoniums. They look more like a philodendron if you ask me, but they are Syngoniums. So yeah, I'm interested to see more of the growth pattern. I don't really know how these ones grow. I mean, I'm sure they're climbers, just like their Syngonium brothers and sisters. But that's something that I don't know for sure, and I'm really intrigued to find out. So when I am able to purchase one of those, I'm definitely going to bite the bullet and pick one up. The next Syngonium that I really want is the Syngonium Pink Splash. This one was super popular last year, and I don't know if it's kind of dying down now. I'm hoping that it dies down a little bit so that I don't have to pay as much as people paid last year for them. But for the most part, prices are trending upwards still, which is so sad. And I know it's not really local suppliers' faults that those prices are going up. It's a lot to do with the fact that suppliers that they get plants from are raising their prices. So it's difficult. Supply and demand rules the market. So unfortunately, I might just have to pay a high price for this plant. But yeah, it is super beautiful. I love the kind of sectoral but also speckly variegation on this plant. And I don't have many plants that are variegated with different colors. I don't think I have any at the moment. I got rid of my pink princess a while back. So that is also something that I'm interested in. It's something different. It's a new color to introduce into the plant room. But yeah, it's definitely one that I could see myself having, and I really love how quickly Syngoniums grow. So that's a huge factor of why I like them so much. You guys know I really enjoy plants that grow really quickly. So that's the Syngonium Pink Splash. I'm also super interested in the Syngonium Three Kings. I've seen these guys all over. They seem to be a little bit less expensive than the Pink Splash and possibly the Frosted Heart as well. But the Syngonium Three Kings is really cool. It looks kind of like a white butterfly at its base level, but then it has this like splotchy whitish, almost grayish variegation. And it's typically very sectoral, and I don't even know like how to describe this plant. It really is a work of art if you've ever seen them before. I personally haven't seen one in person, I don't think, but I've seen so many photos that I feel like I have a good grasp on it, and I know that I really want one. It's just tough. I'm never ready to purchase them when they come available, so I think that I need to set aside some cash for these plants just so that when they do come available, I'm ready for them. But yeah, they do seem to be a little bit more available than some other rare Syngoniums. So yeah, I'm crossing my fingers that I can find one soon and that it's not super pricey, because I think they're probably the coolest Syngonium in my opinion. The next plant that I really want before the end of the year is the Aetherium Oraquianum. This one has been on my wish list many times before, but I feel like I have picked up enough plants over the last year that I've been doing YouTube and collecting plants that I have something I can trade for a Warrock. So I'm hoping that someone comes along. If you guys watching this video have one and you're in Ontario and you want to trade for something that I have, let me know, because I'm definitely down to do a cool trade. I'm trying to purchase plants less this year for sure. I feel like that's a trend. Just with the prices going up, it makes a lot more sense to trade with your friends. I'm not saying don't go buy at local plant stores and don't support them, because you should definitely support your local plant stores because they're there for you when trades don't come through. But I really do love the idea of trading, and I definitely want to be more conscious and try to trade more this year. So yeah, reach out to me if you have a Warrock and you want to trade with me. But they are a really super cool Aetherium. They've got these strappy leaves. I guess they're not really strappy, but they're very elongated, and when they get really massive, which I mean, I would die for a massive Warrock. I love my Avicii. I love giant Aetheriums. It's just chef's kiss. I feel like I need it in my soul. So yeah, definitely the Oraquianum is on my list, and I will be searching high and low for a good trade for one this year. Next up is a Hoya. I realized that when I made my plants that I thought would be popular this year, I didn't at all add any Hoyas, because honestly, I haven't been super into Hoyas lately for some reason, but recently I am back on the train. Don't you worry. I definitely feel like Hoyas are making a comeback in my eyes, or just like for me. They've been popular this whole time. But I'm really looking for the AH074 Silver. That's a super popular plant right now, and it's very expensive. So, I mean, I haven't really seen any available for trade, so I may have to purchase this one. I'm also super interested in like any large leaf Hoyas. So I love the Meredithii. I love the Vitellinoides. What else? There are so many Hoyas that are just so cool. I love the Finlaysonii too. And honestly, anything with just massive leaves is good in my book. I love splashiness too, but more so I think veining than splashiness. If it has both, that is my ideal Hoya. But yeah, I really do love the silveriness of the AH074 Silver. And I love the fact that they are so variable. So you'll have one plant or even a few leaves that have more sectoral variegation, and then you'll have another that is like completely silver, or one that's just barely silver. It's really, really cool. You can get a lot of different variation within the one plant, and I don't know if they revert at all, but I'm pretty sure that you can go back and forth between having some more variegated leaves and not variegated leaves, and the plant will be just fine. So let me know if you guys know if that one reverts. Also, let me know if you guys want to see an updated Hoya collection, because I definitely have gotten rid of some Hoyas and I've acquired a few here and there, and I mean, it would just be fun to take you guys around again for another little tour kind of deal. A lot of my Hoyas are growing right now too, which is very exciting because most of them take a few months to get to a spot where they're growing in my care. The Hoyas are kind of like that sometimes, where they will take their time to start regrowing once they've moved around, but everything is looking really, really good right now. Next up, I really, really want a large Monstera deliciosa. I tried to do a trade for a big Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that I had, but I couldn't find anyone with a large enough Monstera that was local to me that wanted to do that trade. So if you guys have a big Monstera and you want to trade something that I have for your plant, let me know. I don't know exactly where I would want to put it, but I would find a space. I definitely love just really big, mature Monstera deliciosa leaves. I think the criteria for me is that it definitely has to have secondary fenestrations, like the little holes rather than just the slits in the leaves. And yeah, that would be really, really special because they are one of my favorite common plants, I think. I don't know if they're really one of my favorite common plants, but when they're that size, they are for sure. I'm gonna have to fall in love with the individual plant and not just the genus or the species, you know? And last but not least, I also really, really want a Monstera albo. And you guys are probably like, okay, don't you have one? Yes, I do. My mom has it though, and I don't really want to take it away from her, but my plan is actually to try to propagate it, I think. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but it would be nice to have a little bit of that for myself. And the plant has grown, I think, like 2 or 3 new leaves since it started growing, and we got it as a single node with 1 leaf. So I think it has 4 leaves now, but they're not super variegated, so we're hoping that we get some more variegation soon. Either way though, I traded for that plant. I didn't spend an arm and a leg, so it's not a huge issue if it reverts. It wasn't like a huge investment for me. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can take a cutting of that plant and possibly we can try to get some more variegation from that plant. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to possibly steal a cutting back from that plant because it is finally growing to the point where I think I can take a cutting from it. So that is going to be all for this video, guys. I really, really hope you did enjoy it. Let me know what plants you really want before the end of 2021 down in the comments below. I love reading your comments, and even if I don't respond, which I try to respond to everyone, I definitely see all of them. Let me know if there are any other videos you guys do want to see. I am happy to make any video that is highly requested, but that's going to be all, guys. If you're not already subscribed, definitely make sure to click that button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, I have YouTube memberships. The join button is down below, or you can click the link in my description to gain access to a Discord server and some extra content. But with all of that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!